So welcome everybody to a weekly brawlhalla tournament, the first of 2024, hosted by me, your boy zukim1, and first match of the season, we have Darkstorm going up against edgyspegettii. Both of them look to be rocking the Kaya mirror match here. So it looks like Edgy is going to be banning first. He's banning a lot of the solo platforms. They're going to Miami Dome. All right. So if you was to ask me which one would be taking it, I couldn't even tell you. Mike has definitely evolved his gameplay a lot since when he first started competing in my Brawlhalla weekly tournaments, but so has Edgy. So both of these players have been a very, very sleeper pick for a lot of people from way back in the day, but Edgy hasn't touched the game as frequently as he used to, so that might be play into his downfall here. We're going to see how this matchup goes. So far, Mike does have a solid lead. Darkstorm is doing pretty good, holding him at bay with a lot of the sidelights here, going for these downlights, trying to just get a lot of damage up off of Edgy right now. Edgy trying to find his way back onto the stage. He gets caught with a Sair, gets the recovery, goes for a down sig right there. Darkstorm finally ramping up that offense here, trying to go for that Sair right there. Edgy going back on the offense, tries to go for the ground pound. Darkstorm read the offensive plan there and went for a dare themselves, and it hit, leading into a double ground pound situation and taking that first start. Darkstorm looking really solid here. Darkstorm is only around like 90 damage right now. Not a lot of damage on Kaya, especially because she's rocking 7 defense. So it's pretty tanky. I will admit. Darkstorm on the edge of the stage, making her way back on, gets caught by the neutral sig from Edgy. Edgy going for a dash into the down sig, but doesn't get the down sig. Darkstorm looking for that that neutral light right there. Oh, the down sig getting the sliding down sig, getting them, but not enough to be able to kill because it was a reverse down sig. But that down sig unarmed will be able to get that first stock, and Edgy putting himself on the board here. Now, Edgy does have a lot of damage on his side of the board, so he's going to have to play very solid here if he wants to be able to bring this back into his favor. Might get in the side light, into a down light, into a Sair there. Bread and butter stuff on that spear. Gets the recovery, gets a dare. Going for the down sig, expecting a side sig coming from Edgy. Doesn't takes the bait, but then gets punished with a dare into a Sair to close out the start. Darkstorm looking really solid here, and it's looking like it might be their game. But I wouldn't count edgyspegettii out. He has definitely made crazier comebacks before, and this is definitely not anyone's game until it's all the way over, as everybody already knows. So, both of them back in the neutral game, none of which are applying a lot of damage or a lot of pressure, not really committing to a lot of options, right? On Mike's side, I definitely understand he's playing very solid, wants to make sure that he keeps his life lead, doesn't want to take any chances of throwing that away, gets it, but he's racking up a lot of damage here off these pokes. He's getting a lot of sidelights here, goes for the weapon throw, doesn't get anything, gets another sidelight into the double dare Sair to close out the stock. Mike closing that out with a whole solid 2 stocks there, taking game 1. Now, Edgy does get the pick of counter picking, and he will go with the Koji pick here. Koji being one of their main characters, and also Edgy does get the ban first because they did lose. So it looks like they're going to Apocalypse this time. Alrighty, so we are now going to see how this game 2 is going to play out. It looks like Mike is still rocking the base stats on Kaya. I don't really blame them. Base stats on Kaya is probably her best stance, in my personal opinion. So, I mean, her balanced stance is the better stance, in my opinion, anyway. But Darkstorm doing a good job here. Already got the life lead, but Edgy actually getting a lot of damage off of Mike. This is actually a pretty close game right now. Okay, tries to go for a dare, but gets caught with a nair right there from Edgy. But Edgy starting to lose that neutral game right now. Now, you can clearly see Mike has a solid gameplay here. He's just going for a lot of poke options, not really committing to any real strings here, just trying to rack up as much damage as possible, and then just really trying to get those nice little love taps in to try to go for like Sayers or dares, to try to really close out those stocks. It's a very solid game plan, and it's very effective here in this matchup against Edgy. So right now, Edgy looking for a down sig right there. Tries to go for a nair. Tries to go for a side light. Edgy just really trying to get his offense going here in any way, shape, or form. Dare. Oh, tries to go for another dare. If he would have got that, he would have went for the ground pound. 100% sure. Tries to go for the gravity cancel down sig, but gets a dare for his troubles. Wow, I'm surprised Mike went for that option right there. That was very unsafe to go for that ground pound. And Edgy punishing him and showing him exactly why that is not a safe option. Now, Mike, as you guys can clearly see, has been playing very solid and very, neutral-based footies in this brawlhalla matchup. And to be honest, I wouldn't blame him. He's not playing passive, because passive would normally be more of like ledge camping or just running away from your opponent. He's playing a very poke based, very footy based type of game plan. You can definitely see a lot of those outside gaming influences coming into play, because Mike does play a lot of other fighting games like Street Fighter and Tekken and things of that nature, and you see it really coming to life here in this matchup as he goes for the down light into the ground pound to close out the stock, getting another 2-stocked game off on edgyspegettii. Now, he did let us know before this match was over. He said, and I quote, "If I lose, it's because I was drunk." Yeah, see, he was drunk, he was drinking, and his eyes was closed. So clearly, that doesn't count. But we got to keep the ball moving.